Hi, I'm going to make a video today trashing establishment Republicans as to why they're so bad for this country. They haven't done anything good for this country, but rather to preserve their own status quo. This is why I call them white girls, and that's what I want to call them. They're a dirty kind of elites that collude together and screw this country. Establishment Republicans are establishment Republicans, no matter if they're conservative or moderate. The reason why I call them white girls is because they have no guts to serve us. These people don't have principles, really. They're going to say anything to get elected, and they flip-flop. They're crooked to the core, and only in it for themselves. That is why they're elites. Mostly when they get elected, they can't do what we tell them to do. They vote in ways that irks the Republican base. They're not man enough to stand up for us and our principles. These establishment Republicans are essentially spoiled girls who are completely self-absorbed and have no care for the people they represent. They're so spoiled because all they freaking want is money and power. There are so many politicians who benefit off the system and have done nothing for the American people. These politicians are essentially white girl wasted, who collude with Wall Street, K Street, big business, big pharma, and special interest groups. They're basically wasted over the party with other elites by being in bed with them. Well, that's why they're called Country Club Republicans. I would also call them bimbos for that. We will always have a fear against the establishment. They don't represent us, and they'll never represent the Republican Party. We're so upset that they've essentially failed to stop Obama. They're willing to spend our money and other people's money. We have to tell them that we can't afford big government. We also can't afford a budget that's unbalanced. Hello, we're like $19 trillion in debt. They've compromised too much with the Democrats, such as Eric Cantor, and it's disturbing. It's shocking that our politicians are wanting to let us spend our money on Obamacare, abortion, and illegal immigration that competes for our jobs. We have no way to pay for illegal immigration. It's so goddamn expensive. The establishment wants illegal immigration because it'll bring low-wage employment, and no one can have a raise. The H-1B visa will also compete for our jobs with foreign workers. We seriously can't afford these immigration programs. This is why they're in bed with big business. Since they're in bed with big business, there's no free market capitalism, just crony capitalism. They're also in bed with Wall Street and K Street because that's where they get their money from. They're not willing to control the big banks. Honestly, these are spoiled girls, and that's how spoiled they are. I can't believe that they actually want free trade. It has been shown time and time again that it does not work. Our jobs disappear constantly due to the outsourcing that comes from these trade deals. We also cannot afford more regulation, especially for climate change. They will destroy our industries and affect prices as well. This is such a bimbo eruption that establishment Republicans like to do. All of these things are not what we've asked for. These people are insiders to the system. They are the system, and will continue to benefit from the system. They don't care about you. They care only for themselves. They're not invested in winning the White House. They're too politically correct to protect us. And they protect Muslims and illegals too much over the American people. The power structure is the first thing they want to preserve. These people have subverted the will of the people. They don't want our guy to win, which is Donald Trump. People like John McCain, Jeff Flake, Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, Ben Sasse, John Kasich, the Bush family, I'm actually naming names here, Spencer Cox, Mike Lee, Mitt Romney, Mitch McConnell, and Paul Ryan. They're not for us. They've always helped to stop Donald Trump and not Barack Obama. It's amazing we know how they actually feel about us. It's amazing that establishment Republicans have actually been in bed with Hillary and have endorsed her and are voting for her. It seems that the dividing line is between the establishment versus insurgent, not moderate versus conservative. I don't want any more politics as usual. I want Washington to work for the American people, not just for the well-connected. Who can live in a system in which only the well-connected benefit, while Americans are constantly working 2 and 3 jobs? Someone needs to put us first, and that's Donald Trump. We can't let the well-connected go first and the Americans go last. I'm telling you that these people essentially sold out and shouldn't be in our government.